Hello everybody, and it's me, WalterTheGermanyBall, back once again with a Q&A video. I'll be answering your questions from my Discord server, and then I'm going to be talking about your fan art. Yeah, that's right, there's a bunch of fan art you guys have drawn of me. So let's jump into the questions first. By Corals, why are you the cause of the end of the multiverse, and who actually are you? Well, I don't know. Wink. This is actually a promotion for something. You'll see, everybody, and yeah. Then we have Dr. Perfect / Mrs. asking, who's in the sequel? Now, this is about the sequel to Downfall of Walter the Germany Ball. Now, that's an interesting question. Who is in it? Well, I'm in it. And I can't say much, but, not a single character from Downfall of Walter the Germany Ball, apart from me, returns. Not a single one, because they're all dead. Spoiler alert. But yeah, no. So, me and then brand new characters. Quite, like, maybe 3 or 4. We're still working it out, but new characters and me. That's basically. Is Mysterio good or bad guy? By Corals as well. This is another promotional thing. I think he's bad, personally. I think he framed Peter Parker, nearly ruined his life, and then, as a result, caused the entire No Way Home plot to happen, which ended up causing a lot of pain for a lot of people. Dr. Perfect Mrs. also asked, am I making another Sayonara Wild Hearts video? Which is... The answer to that is no. For the time being, no. Because I did a 23-minute review of a game that's like 1 hour to beat. I think that's sufficient. Corals also asked if he can fly. Now, I don't know. Can you? Can you? You tell me. I mean, I'm personally not sure. I can't fly. I mean, with an airplane, I guess, yeah. If you mean with an airplane, then sure, go ahead, but I don't know. Can you fly with wings? I don't think so. And he asked another question, how do I feel about the TVA distress signal? Now, the TVA distress signal was a video put out by him on his YouTube channel to hint at his next Spider-Man film, I'm pretty sure. And it's pretty cool. You guys should definitely check it out. Cursed Corals is the name of the channel. You can look it up. And, yeah, I think it's a cool video. Mr. Suspicious Mogus / Creeperboat, who is a team member, and I've worked with him very closely for many months now, asks, what is Walter's 73rd name? The answer, you're never going to believe it, Obama. That's right. I actually have the last name of every single United States president, every Canadian prime minister, every UK prime minister, just all of it. I don't know why. And then the final question we have, before we're going to jump into the fan art, is from One Big Boy Critic, who asks, Horizon Zero Dawn or Breath of the Wild, which is better? I personally think Breath of the Wild, but I played Horizon Zero Dawn twice. The last time was in mid-2021. Breath of the Wild I've only beaten once, and it was back when I first played it in 2017. So, I can't really speak to it that much, but from what I remember, I thought Breath of the Wild was better. They're both amazing games, both some of the greatest games ever created, and I honestly think Horizon 2... if the story manages to do well enough, it will be better than Breath of the Wild. Honestly. Like, no joke. If the story's as good as, if not better than Horizon Zero Dawn, it will be better than Breath of the Wild. But again, I need to replay Breath of the Wild once again, so not completely sure. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn I played more of, but Breath of the Wild is better, I think. Alright, so now I want to talk about something a lot more interesting that I've never, ever talked about before, but that is incredibly interesting. Now, I've done 3 Q&A videos before, and the third one of those was very exciting because I read 2 fan fictions. But I don't just have fan fictions. I also have fan art. That's right. I'm officially blown up. I'm officially famous now. Just kidding. But I do have fan art. I've gotten quite a bit. This isn't all of it, but it's like most of it. So the first piece that I can recall getting was from Darth Magus. This was way back. I think this was before I got even 100 subscribers, because this was a drawing of my profile picture from before I got 100 subscribers, and after that I updated it. I know it's still not good, but I'll update it again soon, I promise. Darth Magus made this, and it looks pretty spot on to the original. I don't know if he just took the original and messed with it, or if he did it from scratch, but yeah, it looks pretty similar. If he did it from scratch, then that's pretty impressive. And then I want to move on to Corals, who did, on a notepad, a drawing of the channel profile picture as well, and it looks pretty cool. Obviously, it's in pencil, so it's a bit harder to see, but overall, still pretty cool. And, you know, I was getting these really early on, so I was just happy to see this. Creeper Boat made a tiny little one that's nice and adorable, little tiny little WalterTheGermanyBall drawing. And then we started getting into the point where I was starting to get more of these. So, Doggy Lord created this one. This was back in June. And he put a crown on my profile picture that I had back then. And this one's pretty epic. I mean, he did say that he did it in Microsoft Paint, but it still looks pretty nice. Once again, I don't know if he did it from scratch, but if he did, then it's very impressive. And I really appreciate just getting this. Then Creeper Boat created one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. He made basically what a Ballardian would look like under a mask. Like, if you take off the face of a Ballardian, what would it look like? And it's absolutely horrifying. This is nightmare fuel if I've ever seen it. But it's also pretty impressive nightmare fuel. And then we move on to some pictures by One Big Boy Critic, the first depicting the Order. Now, the Order has been announced before, but I want to reiterate what exactly the Order is. It's going to be an alternate universe, like companion to Downfall of WalterTheGermanyBall, and it's going to explore sort of an alternate timeline where things go a bit differently. Now, just to clarify, this is not really a prequel to Downfall of WalterTheGermanyBall directly, but it technically also is. It takes place in another universe, but most of the events that happen are going to be very similar to what happens actually before Downfall of WalterTheGermanyBall. Things will just be slightly changed, and then eventually this will connect to all the other projects that we're working on. You'll see. He also drew a little WalterTheGermanyBall Ballardian here. Don't know why there's a giant hole in the chest, but regardless, pretty cool. And then a giant demon thing that's supposed to be me, apparently. I guess that's what I would look like if I was a demon. So, you know, pretty cool stuff. Then we go on to one of my favorites. This is by Creeper Boat, and a lot of this stuff is by Creeper Boat because he's an artist and he does really good art. And this is of me as a frog. Yes, Frog Walter. This is amazing. I love this. And I loved it so much that I contacted him about making a show. And this is the big announcement. If you see the title of this video, it's going to say plus a big announcement. So if you stuck around, this is the big announcement part. And I'll even put a timestamp maybe in the video so you can just skip straight to it if that's all you cared about. But yeah, this is the right place. In February, we hope to put out a pilot episode for a show called The Adventures of Frog Walter, where it's me as a frog, and I go on adventures. I was so intrigued by this one drawing that I contacted him and asked him if he'd be interested in this, and he accepted, and now it's being put into production. I'll give you a little update. It's been written, It's been voiced, at least for me. I've done my voiceover part, and it's being animated right this moment by Creeperboat. So yeah, this is happening, and I hope to connect it to the broader universe of projects. I'm not joking. This is canon. This is a thing, and I know you guys are really, really excited for it. So yeah, this is the big announcement. And then I want to move on to Doggy Lord. This is not fan art, but it's still pretty cool. He named his Animal Crossing New Horizons character sub to WalterTheGermanyBall, which I very much appreciate. Fun fact, I actually don't own New Horizons. I have not played it, but I hear it's pretty good. I just don't, really find it that interesting personally, and, but maybe if it goes on sale one day, I'll check it out. And then we move back to Creeperboat, who made some amazing art of me as different countries. Not WalterTheGermanyBall, but here we got Walter the Brazilian Ball. He gave him all these creative names. I'm sure he'll comment them down below, but I'll just name them what I see. Walter the Brazilian Ball. I don't know why he's missing a tooth, but the haircut, I dig the haircut. He looks really cool. Then we have the first one that he did, which is Walter the Poland Ball. I also like the hair on this one. This one's a bit more basic. He did do an updated version, but I didn't manage to save it to my computer for some reason for this video, so you'll just get the older version. And then we get Walter the Canadian Ball. I believe the name was Walp, which is just an adorable name. And I love this one. This is by far my favorite because of the little hat and the hair peeking out from the hat and the nice little smile. This one is perfection. Then we have Waltanks, the Russian Ball, which was requested by Prince, who's also an artist, but hasn't done fan art other than 2 thumbnails, which are so good, but that's not technically fan art. And this one is funny. It's just such a stern look. And then we have Watero, which I think is North Korea. Like, I can usually spot the flag, but I'm not completely sure because the flag is, it's a drawn version, so it's not perfect. And that's a little bit more of a complicated flag. So I'm pretty sure that's North Korea. And this little concerned smile. Yeah, so these are all great. We have the last one. We have the last one that has been submitted to me recently by Creeperboat as well, which is me with flowing, beautiful hair, with a giant sword, placing it out among the river with a sunset in the background. This is beautiful art, and I think it's inspired by Finn from Adventure Time, is my guess, is that hair. And if that's the case, then 10 out of 10. I love all of your guys' art, and if you ever want to send me more, I'm always open to it, and I'll always eventually put it in a video if I get enough from enough people, and I have time to fit one of these videos into my schedule. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. My next video will be... I'm not completely sure which one is going to be. I believe it is going to be the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 review, which I know a lot of people are excited for, so if you stuck around, then there's another announcement for you. That will be my next video. Hope you're looking forward to it. Be safe, everybody, and goodbye.